It is the Indy Mayhem Show live from Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are back. I know we're not doing these very often, but as always, we're always looking for special opportunities to do an exclusive interview, and this is one of those. If we're coming back, if we're in your feed, that means we got something special coming up here. And tonight we're going to get into that. Of course, please go check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com and the IndyWrestling.us page for all the great action and other great podcasts and seeing a lot of the people we talk to in action on IndyWrestling.us and of course and a lot of our past interviews. Check out the 24/7 feed on all of our streaming platforms so you can get in on what's coming up next. And you never know. Literally, you never know who we're talking to might be showing up on your TV these days. So, and I think we got a crew of people I think is going to end up somewhere on somebody's TV in the coming years for sure. First of all, the great success collectively is with us. First of all, you know if you listen to the show, the successful St. Jordan Styles is with us. He's got his Emmys with us. Of course, right? As you do. You know how this is. You know, you compared trophies with Mad Mike and his Slammy.
Has he been keeping up with his award upkeep?
Upkeep? Yeah, I think
has
so.
Has he been doing that?
Yeah.
I taught him well.
I mean, he takes care of them alongside all of his Lego sets. So, I mean, that's a high bar, like collector bar there. So I would imagine they're in a pretty good spot, right? So
yeah, I mean, until I win his own award, and then I add it to my collection. But
well, there's that. So well, thank you for coming back and bringing friends.
Of course,
because you're not. Oh, I mean, you've always had kind of alongside somebody or another over your career, right? And you have a good like-minded crew of people here. Actually, why don't you introduce who's here?
Oh, of course.
Since it's your crew,
well,
everybody's
first
familiar
of all,
with you
ladies and
more.
gentlemen, boys and girls, of course, I am the successful St. Jordan Styles. To my left, we have the 21-year-old shining diamond himself.
Look at those glasses.
The great Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it.
What's
By
up,
the way,
everyone?
What are you now, too?
Huh?
You won something most recently as well.
Oh. Let me just show this off real quick. Super Bowl champion.
Wait, what?
Gifted from Tom Brady himself. Super Bowl champion. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, I was there. I saw him. Tom Brady. He definitely gave it to him.
You did.
Joey did.
It is.
So did Jordan.
The sparkliness is not coming out on the video, I can tell you, but in person.
It's like just these peasant lights.
Well, there's that. Yes,
it's fine. It's okay.
Weed up. We are a. We don't listen, Jordan. I know you have access to a full multi-million-dollar studio for your work. We are a multi-$100 studio here. So at Sorgatron Media Studios, but we make do. We make do with what we can.
We're here. The great success is here
Absolutely.
To upgrade all of your stuff. And speaking of upgrade, if the 21-year-old shining diamond wasn't enough, we have the superior athlete and the superior man, Joey Sunseri.
Joey Sunseri,
who I might add was victorious against AEW superstar Lee Moriarty.
I was there to witness that. Yes,
I beat him. I definitely beat him. I beat him.
We were both there, and we both celebrated with you. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Not a drop of sweat on his brow, by the way.
You guys have been. You know, I feel like collectively, I've seen you guys in about every company that I've been around, in Pittsburgh and beyond. It seems like, right? And suddenly you started kind of forming together. Like, first of all, let's talk about like why the great success. What brought all of you guys together as a collective here?
All right, we could definitely.
You got this one, Alex?
Yeah, I'll start with this one because it started with me, with Joey as my personal ring announcer. Amazing voice, by the way. And it just started with us, and from there, me and Jordan, we kind of just bumped into each other, and we acknowledged how he was just this top tier talent, and I knew there was something special about him that I just needed to be friends with him.
He was successful.
I was.
And,
that's exactly right.
And even an Emmy Award winner, like, I have to have that on my side.
Yeah.
Like, so eventually we just tagged up.
The very least, the trophies match the get up here.
Oh,
well, yeah,
like, the style here going on.
Drip, as the kids like to say.
Wait, is that
always
do
on
you
point.
have a blinged lion, and is that a goat?
Yes, it's a lion and a goat because Well, everyone knows who I am.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
I mean, between our collective undefeated streaks on Uprise,
Oh yeah.
I mean, in professional wrestling itself, we are undefeated in many aspects. I am still undefeated in singles competition on Ryse. Alex was undefeated at RWA Wrestling.
Still am.
And Joey, I don't think you've even had a loss yet at Ryse in singles competition.
Well, I lost to Sting, but I don't think that match should have counted.
Wait, what?
No, that does not
never
count.
counted.
That
He's
doesn't
undefeated.
count.
He's undefeated.
Yeah.
No, he's undefeated.
absolutely undefeated.
Okay.
And speaking
Okay.
of Ryse Wrestling, I just want to bring up Christian Noir first because he posts this stuff on Instagram, just him standing in a pool of blood, and it's unfortunate. I mean, there's pros and cons in life, people. One pro about the cancellation of the Ryse show on Saturday is I don't have to spend a Saturday night in Baldwin, PA. That's a pro. That's a pro.
My God, that's so good.
The con about it is Christian Noir is I don't get to slap you across the face Saturday and you want to talk tough on the internet. You see, I'm not afraid of you, dude. And one of these times we are going to get into the ring. And I just want you to know that I've learned a lot in my life, a lot about family. They come and go, a lot about friends, about acquaintances. But right here, I got my brothers. And if I have my brothers on my side, it doesn't matter how scary you think you are, Christian. And one day, very soon, I'm going to shut you up.
I mean, he has to know Halloween is over, right?
Yeah, I
Like
think
it's been over for how long? now?
It's been over for a week now.
I mean, Spooky
like-
Boy season's
like-
done, and I mean, a Spooky Boy has nothing on Joey Sunseri. I'm not even worried at this point. You know, you're just gonna crush him. It's
what's
gonna
he
be so sound.
what's he going to do? Lick me to death?
Yeah, right. I mean, sick. First of all, sick. Shouldn't be doing that right now.
No.
COVID.
No.
But
Yeah,
Yes.
especially COVID.
That really, I think we thought that COVID kind of kicked half of his gimmick with what he does.
sucks to be him.
Yes. Well, so you know, and again, Jordan, we've talked a lot about your history and getting into wrestling stuff. First of all, Alexander, you've had I guess the second longest career here so far in wrestling. Tell me a little bit about you know, like what kind of brought you in. Like, what was your kind of earliest real inspiration in or earliest memory of wrestling? Is one thing we like to start off with people.
Earliest memory in wrestling. Well, I gotta really think about this one because the great Alexander started watching wrestling very late. Let's just put it that way. I started wrestling, or started watching wrestling around the CM Punk pipe bomb. That's when I started watching wrestling.
Okay.
And it was
Very timely with what's going on now. That's for sure.
yes, very. And during that time, it drew into me, and I really loved it.
Mhm.
And I did amateur wrestling in high school. Easy. Demolished people.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually, after high school, I decided, you know, what if I just showcase everyone how great I truly am and bring it into pro wrestling?
Okay.
And that's what led me to Brandon K, which I pinned him. But yeah, that's what led me to him, and now I'm here living with my brothers.
Same question with you, Joey.
I've been a fan of wrestling for quite some time, and my favorite memory, though, is the ones that I've been creating myself. In the first year that I've been wrestling, I go to international tour. I beat a signed wrestler, and I have so much more that's coming up. So it's hard for me to say one of my favorite memories because the best ones that I have in wrestling didn't even happen yet. But
Well, what was the first thing that kind of got you into wanting to go this way? Like, what was your first
WrestleMania 14.
WrestleMania 14? That was Stone Cold and Mike Tyson and all them,
Yep.
and Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
Okay.
At the
All
North
right.
Park Clubhouse.
Oh yeah,
I was right there.
that's awesome. Oh, were they blast zones back then?
Blast zones?
That's where they had the pay-per-view at the bars and stuff?
Oh, yeah, they had it.
I know. Well, there was Hooters for a while had it that we would go down.
Yeah,
to.
it was like a back room setting, and
Yeah.
they just had chairs, and they'd had it on a big screen.
Oh,
But
jeez.
do they even play wrestling shows or pay-per-view?
They
Not
do.
Not a lot of play, not as much as they
Theaters now
used to.
have them.
Oh, okay.
Who has it?
Yeah, Full Gear will be having shows all across the country. Cinemark and Robinson will
Yep.
be showing Full
Yep.
Gear.
Really?
I did-
Lowe's Waterfront.
I
Yep.
did watch.
Wow.
I did watch a TNA lockdown like several years ago there, and it kept skipping.
Me and
I had a bad feed.
Beck, Hub Challenge, by the way, plug that in my pinball show. We watched the what was the last one? The last WWE pay-per-view that Brock Lesnar debuted again and Becky Lynch came in. SummerSlam.
Yeah,
we
because
watched
they
that
started
at Phoenix Cinemas in Bridgeville by
Yes.
ourselves. Rented out the entire movie theater because
Nice.
I mean, I'm me.
Yeah,
had to.
absolutely.
That was so long, I almost fell asleep because
Yeah.
it was like the super comfortable recliner seats.
Yeah.
And stuff,
Oh, you got to
but
get
my
the
God,
best
it's
seats.
So good. Yeah, absolutely.
If
yeah.
you're that successful, you might as well.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go.
Joe,
So-
you wrestled internationally. Where did you wrestle at?
All over London. In 2022, I'm gonna be half in London, half in Ireland for LDN Wrestling as well
Really?
too.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, tell me. So you've already had one tour over there, and I feel like that doesn't happen as much anymore. Like I mean, we've talked with like the Shirley Does and Joe Dabrowski's and some guy named Sterling James Keenan when they went over for the UK, right?
Yeah.
Like so what what was your experience with that situation?
It was awesome. I got to portray my talents all over the United Kingdom. Every single night in a different city, going out to different bars around the city, meeting people, beating people up. Like I got to beat up Cole Carter. If you watch that on YouTube, you can go to LDN Wrestling, Cole Carter versus Joey Sunseri, which another match that doesn't count because I feel like he cheated. He picked me up and threw me over his head, but it shouldn't have counted.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it didn't. Like they weren't there, but it doesn't count. But you could check that one out. British champion Alan Lee Travis, got to wrestle him, almost a 20-year vet in the sport. I think it's literally propelled me doing that tour to not being looked at as a first-year rookie. Is I feel like I could go pound for pound, step in the ring with literally anybody, any promotion, any level of this game. I think that tour has put me on a different level.
I think obviously any of us are watching like NXT UK or some of the ICWs and things from over there. Like there's obviously a bit of a different style that kind of brings to that. Was it interesting to kind of like see that in person, be around that talent and kind of experience that side of things? That help kind of grow what's going on with you when you bring it back?
The difference that I think it helped me the most is to slow things down and be more technical. Their style of wrestling is way more technical, way more holds, way more chain, things like that. Over here, you have to get a little bit crazy in some of the matches, pull off some pretty high-flying spots to succeed. But slowing the game down over there really set it apart for me.
Absolutely. So, and also your story is interesting because again, like the first time I think I saw you was coming out with Great Alexander here, right? So, and then like even it was another promotion. You were, and actually even here with Ryse a little bit. You've been doing commentary too.
Yeah.
Can you tell a little bit about that? Like what was it? How did you step into that role instead of just getting into the ring at first? And how did that kind of play out for you?
Well, at first I was training and I was just getting ready to actually get in the ring. The goal was always to be a wrestler. It always was to get into the ring. Alex came up to me with an opportunity. He knows what success is. He got with Jordan, then he got with me, and that's where you see us right now. He needed somebody to bring him out to the ring. I said, there's nobody better than me, man, on the mic, so let me do it. Let me do it. And with the commentary, it just that honestly is my love of pro wrestling. Again, I think if somebody needed a commentator, ring announcer, a wrestler, a manager, anything, I could do it on any level. I feel like in wrestling.
Excellent. Alexander, I want to go into you for a bit. Again, I've seen you kind of all over the place here at this point. There's two things I noticed right out of the gate, because this doesn't happen often for first matches, but there was like presence right out of the gate, right? Getting in there. And also, I felt like early on, like your social media game seemed a little higher than a lot of people coming out of the gate. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. I think a lot of people don't spend enough time building the social media, and they may look at a young kid like me thinking, oh, he's on his phone all the time. But no. I'm building my business. This is, at the end of the day, wrestling.
You're not like Tad Jarvis just taking TikToks that I never see.
Oh my God, that guy. Sheesh. That guy. Listen, I'm done with Tad, man.
You've had a lot of matches with Tad.
I've had many matches with Tad.
And at least 3 promotions off the top of my head.
Absolutely, yeah. And I've beaten him in multiple promotions.
Okay.
And I'm okay saying that because
he did it.
He just wants that greatness to rub off on him. That's what.
Oh no, he's jealous. He's jealous, and
Exactly.
that's okay.
He wants a follower count, right?
Yeah, exactly. He needs to copy a real social media expert right here.
Also, I gotta say, because I mean, we've had, the Runway have tried, said I need a makeover. The main event have come in here dressed to the nines, but this gold suit you got going on is something else.
The whole thing,
like
it's beautiful.
Like, and also, like, all of you are stylish across the board, I gotta say, but that gold suit takes the cake.
Hey, I'm glad you love it. It should be everyone's style, honestly. Like this nice gold.
It's gold.
Nice
Everything.
jewelry.
That's why it's so thick, because it's so heavy.
Oh, yeah.
It's just solid gold.
It's a little warm, and it makes it actually it makes this room, like, because it's a little cold in here, but I'm warmed up.
There you
You're
go.
giving me
24
perfect
carat,
light
baby.
off of it, though, because it's so shiny. It's helping light me.
Yeah.
And I love that. He's always ready. Always ready.
Appreciate that.
So all 3 of you, products of Brandon K and the Stronghold Academy, of course. Obviously, these days you're a little at odds with what's going on there, but you are products of that, and a lot of great names have come out of there. Some you're seeing on TV, like, as some are being chanted on TV. Basically this week with Lee Moriarty debuting on Dynamite, teaming with Matt Sydal, which is also a team that I never imagined seeing.
I didn't think I needed it, but it was so fun.
And I want
Never
more.
thought I
I
would
want
see it.
that, and I want him and Dante Martin just like chaining every week for 5 minutes on Dynamite.
The one thing I love too is they still have the battle between Lee Moriarty and Leo Rush, because they have been wrestling each other on multiple promotions, and they have their own little rivalry going that is now coming out on Dynamite.
Nice. And then Leo is just another freaking level too on his own right.
I've never seen anyone that fast before,
Jeez.
besides Joey.
I know you
I've
guys,
never seen
phenomenal
anybody that
talent.
fast
and you got
before in my entire
Sydal, who I feel set the table on TV, at least, for that kind of wrestling. But anyway,
agree.
but the whole point is, Lee, of course, also a product of the Brandon K school system and such. It seems like it seems like a lot of people coming out there. One, very diverse. You guys aren't just a bunch. You aren't just a bunch of guys and girls coming out in trunks and doing headlocks. You guys are, again, the presence, right? Both, all 3 of you. Like hell, first time Jordan, I saw you without a mask. I think you fell off a cage.
Look,
I'm just saying you made an
that.
impression, okay?
I made several impressions, including on the floor.
Yep.
Yes,
that hurt.
Oh, you did. It was loud.
That was the worst.
There was stuff was broken. And it wasn't just you.
I broke 2 things that night. Not even just the table. It was the little riser that was underneath it too.
Oh,
yeah,
my.
yeah.
4-inch thick.
That's how you make an impression, and there you go. But even that, like you have, you raising the ire of that crowd down in West Newton is something incredible, to be honest. And again, all of you guys come with presence. What is it? Again, I hate to put you in a position to say something positive about the guy down there. I know in your history lately, but what is it about that Stronghold Academy that kind of sets you guys up for great success?
Well, first of all,
you got this first? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got this for sure. First of all, it's because Brandon K has, even though I can't stand the guy, he has an eye for talent. And when
100%
you look
agree
at
with that.
the great Alexander,
100% agree
you
with
see how much he brings to the table. You see the skill that he puts on the ring. You see Joey Sunseri, not only the best in the ring,
Best.
the best on the mic, the best in front of a camera, and let's face it, he's most likely the best dressed in the building whenever he comes through, dressed to the nines.
Usually in this
100%.
building.
And the best dancer, too. I love
pretty
your
good at
dancers
all of
doing
it,
their thing.
He could do it all.
Pretty good.
So
He
you
could really
take
do it
basically the best parts of Brandon K. The character, the strength, the technician ability,
The dance style?
the dance
Dance
style.
style.
Okay.
Even though he looks like Bret Michaels, but it's fine. And you get the great success. But the best part about that is we elevate ourselves above the teachings of Brandon K. Because he gives us the base and the skill to get through what we need to do, we make it our own, and we surpass everything that is put in front of us.
Absolutely.
Okay. You want to expand on that, either one of you?
No, I truly
No?
believe that the Stronghold Academy, and I'm not just saying this because we're on camera, is going to, at the end of the day, is going to have some of the biggest stars and most stars that are actually on national television. We already got Lee Moriarty, Duke Davis, myself. I will be there one day. I guarantee you that.
Jones Jr. Yep.
Great
Yeah,
success.
you're already doing international tours, so
I firmly believe this, and I will believe it to I die. The great success will be on your TV screens soon.
Very soon. Yeah,
Very
the Stronghold Academy is just, it's almost like this straight up
Who's that?
conveyor belt of skill.
Who's that girl that's always screaming? What's her name? The screaming girl?
Ooh, the
Screaming
screaming one.
girl.
The one that's a Spartan?
Oh, Nikita.
Why
Nikita.
she's always screaming.
Yeah,
Even like on Twitter, everything's all caps.
All caps.
I don't see
Everything.
this.
You better be there. Like, why
yeah,
is that?
Spartan.
Like, she really is like
she-
a crazy Spartan.
Is she threatening people to come to the shows? Is that what's happening?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Maybe-
Did you
maybe-
wait till
Yes.
you hear her new theme song? She's intense.
Oh, it's so angry.
She's another
very
one.
intense.
Has,
She's
like,
another
blood
one that's
spewing.
already on AEW. And
Well,
she's-
her first match.
Her first
her
match.
first match
Her-
against Thunder
and that's a
Rosa.
history
Yeah.
now. That is a trend now, because she's not the first one that I think went through the Stronghold that has done that, because partially by accident, I think, but Lady Frost debuted on Raw against Asuka in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So like that is, I can't tell you any other school that has at least two people that have done that and literally had their first match. I can't imagine like that Raw.
Did Lady Frost train with Brandon?
Yeah.
Okay,
I believe
Yeah,
so.
news
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
Lady
yeah.
Frost
Then
is
there's
also a
another
byproduct.
one.
Yeah.
There's
the
another
Stronghold
one.
Academy.
What other school has that many people on it?
Yeah.
In the area
That you
in
come
Pittsburgh.
out, that you come out, haven't had any ring work in an indie ring, and they feel good enough to put you in there with Thunder Rosa and Asuka. Come on,
That's-
you know.
So, I mean, think
love
about that. Just that fact alone, what makes anybody think they could beat the great success? With the track record that the Stronghold Academy has, the amount of talent that it puts out, almost at a conveyor belt level of speed,
Yeah.
of just getting people out there, that's goal. Who can touch us?
I don't think
At this
anybody.
point.
I really no one.
Could you imagine if we got a shot at a title?
Well, wait a minute. Yeah.
Well,
have you had a shot at the title? Because like Jordan, I don't even think you've had much of one over at RWA.
No, I don't need one. I have enemies.
Well, there's that too. You came with your title.
I mean, I need a title shot, of course, because I need more gold.
we got my title shot.
We have
You
we have
did, yes,
Joey's
that is
we have
right,
Joey's
yes.
title shot. I was just gonna say that Joey
December
Joey gets
11th.
December 11th.
December 11th.
The
now,
anniversary
Ryse
show.
Okay.
Anniversary show.
Yeah.
Me, MV Young, Tony Johnson, Ziggy.
Challenge of the Champions.
Who else is
Ziggy
in there?
Haim.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Noir.
Yep, Noir is going to be in there.
Noir.
I wish we could have just slapped him this Saturday.
You know, I think it's pretty
fine.
funny that his name's just Noir now.
Yeah,
And
that's,
he got the WWE treatment.
did.
he
Instead of leaving his last name, he lost his
completely took his
Wait,
Christian.
wait. Is Ryse Wrestling like just dropping names now? Is that what's happening?
Yep.
yeah. He's now just Noir.
It's just
You're
Noir
just
now.
Sorg
What
now.
is happening?
From now on, you're Sorg.
Well, I mean, I
Yep.
pretty much have been up until now. So yeah, that's not new.
And speaking of other title shots too, don't you think? Like us three, we should have the Ryse Tag Team Championships. Nobody has them right
no,
now.
No one has them now. Yeah.
Is there a better team than you guys?
No.
Not
No.
that I can think of.
God, no.
Not on a winning streak like us?
No.
We've been
Warhorse? No.
No.
Shirley Doe and Derek Direction, who I think are the current
Oh yeah,
Ryse Tag
by the
Champion? No.
runway
Yeah.
said that you guys can't come out as 24 karat gold, weighing in at 24 karat gold anymore.
And why
What?
is that?
Is there heat? Is there
Yeah.
heat with the runway now?
I
Uh-oh.
forgot to bring that up to you
Well,
guys.
okay. I'll be honest. That wasn't our decision whatsoever. Because
Okay.
that was completely the announcers said that he was going to do that. So, but I wanted him to say my whole spiel like Joey.
Oh, it's Red Watson's fault.
Yes, it's Red's
It's
fault.
Red's fault.
Yes,
Idiot.
Yes.
it's Red's fault.
That
But
guy's an idiot.
I want him to say my whole spiel, but he won't.
Oh,
So-
really?
So it's okay though.
Yeah, because you've had like a pretty
I have a long
laundry
spiel,
list of
and
yeah.
there's the only reason I made it long was because I knew someone, Joey,
Mhm.
can do it perfectly.
Mhm.
he can do it perfecly.
But
Red,
and of course, you're occupied beating Lee Moriarty and doing other things and commentary
exactly.
and yelling at fans and Bradley.
Bradley.
That's another thing because I always said this before. With the Ryse Wrestling shows a few years ago, like I felt like you always knew when the main event wasn't there because there was a different energy in the room, right? And that's one thing I noticed at the last show being there. You guys were all over the place. Like literally, you're do your match, you're on commentary, you're yelling at Bradley, you're doing whatever. And you're wearing that hat.
The beret.
You brought the beret, and I was like, "Well, he's really stylish tonight." And then I realized what was going on. And then literally, I look over my shoulder, and you guys are like in the stands yelling at people too. And I'm like you're literally bringing this energy, and the crowd. I mean, the crowd feels that, and that is, that's one compliment I definitely want to give you guys is like you brought an energy to an entire show and not just when you're out there in the ring, and that I think is something that a lot of talent can learn from.
Yeah, I think not only at Ryse, obviously that's our home, that's where we train, but I would love to get out there on the road with these guys, and I would love for more people to see us and us go. We'll go anywhere.
What do you guys drive
100%.
up? What do you guys hit the road? What are you guys driving up on a venue in? What's the success ride?
2021 Mazda 6 Carbon Edition, red gut leather, 20-inch rim or 20-inch black rims. You could look at it outside.
Yeah, we can visualize that.
You can look at it. You can look
Oh,
at it
yeah,
outside, dog.
It's right over there, actually.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful, yes.
That's just on Sundays though. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
No, usually Monday through Saturday.
for those
and Sunday.
matinees. Yes.
You know, COVID
Yeah.
staffing,
Yeah.
private jets kind of.
No, but Sword, you
Yeah,
said
it's our
that to me
time.
after the show. I
Yeah.
couldn't agree with you more. I
Yeah.
think great success should be on every show.
Mm-hmm.
Why shouldn't we be?
I agree 100%.
When it comes to skills in the ring, when it comes to being on camera, when it comes to talking on the microphone, when it comes to making it a show, I mean, that's what this is. It's a show where we fight other people. I mean, we're probably the most entertaining people you can have on a show.
I agree.
And best looking.
I agree.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, yeah,
I agree.
absolutely.
So you guys, what do you guys got tomorrow night? Or I keep thinking today's Friday. What do you guys have Saturday night?
Well, Jordan, you have RWA Saturday.
I do. I do.
Since now Ryse is canceled, I'm most likely going to be there as well, so you can see me there as well.
Of course, there's a venue issue, unfortunate thing
It's
out of
very
everybody's
unfortunate.
hands. What like it? Well, I mean, you guys got to have some strings to pull somewhere. Like, what kind of venue could we get Ryse into if the great success happened to have a little more stroke around there in the decision making?
Yeah, I mean, we have places all over. We have ballrooms in Springdale. You know, we can rent out an entire mall if we needed to.
Absolutely.
Just
There you
whatever
go.
it is.
There
yeah.
you go.
We just need Brandon K.
Mall
too.
prices are pretty fair anymore.
They're
really.
Yeah, these days
For us,
they're just desperate
We
for
just
people
need
to get in
we
there.
need Brandon to clear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's up to Brandon. We could bring the venue.
Too big
Yeah.
us to cover the cost and set up Ryse.
I agree.
Nico's backyard.
Yeah, it's
pretty
big.
big.
We'll put on a show here. We can put on a show everywhere.
You know, I
so-
was just thinking. I really wish I would have ran into a place up the street that we could have definitely put a wrestling ring into.
I wanna wrestle here.
There was a wrestling ring across the. There's a lucha show in the parking lot across the street one time.
Yeah,
so.
I know
Really?
that just for
Wait,
the tacos
really?
across the street.
Yeah, for real. Like the lucha show with like the Ultimate Dragon,
Yeah,
Ultimate
yeah,
Dragon and
yeah.
everything, and Beastman and like scaring kids and stuff. That was over there.
Oh my
And then there's
God.
another promotion that's run shows down in this parking lot before that a couple of times, and there's another promotion that kind of did wrestling up the street for Halloween. So like this is like we got parking lots for you. We don't got a lot of buildings to put a ring in, but we got parking lots that we can put a ring in around here. So apparently somebody knows how to get the permit with the city with
Dude,
that.
if I can get those free like tacos and burritos that are across the street. I
Oh
would do that shit.
yeah.
They're very good.
So
Yes.
good.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And they're wrestling fans. I think it's around here somewhere. They got a little Rey Mysterio, probably not licensed, statue across the street, and then they had one of Mystico too. So like it's real. It's
Mysterio.
there. It was amazing. Oh, I know we're going off another thing. It was amazing to be in Pittsburgh, in a wrestling crowd where people are chanting things for the Shocker, or not the Shocker, for Shocker. Who slapped the shit out of David Lawless, by the way. Another Brandon K. grad. And hearing chants, it's like when I was like Lucha Underground tapings. Like I don't know what's happening, but I'm having a blast because I don't know what everybody else is chanting, but it's fantastic, and it was happening right there across the street from our studio, and it was the coolest experience, and I want that to happen again so bad. So hey, since Ryse is looking for places, just saying.
Los Palmas or Las Palmas, is that what it's called?
Las Palmas, yeah.
The parking lot, Lucha show.
That's right. That's how you do it.
There you go.
I what Walking Wild would talk to me about when he was in Chicago. They would have lucha shows, and they would be like these taco fests or something, and they literally did lucha shows in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm.
So so just we got the audience for it here. Just saying.
Bring it.
Just saying. Now that I've pitched things, so you guys are obviously you've had the tour. Alexander, you've been around a bit. Well, what are the highlights so far in your young careers? Yeah, Jordan, you've had Emmys. We know you.
This is your time.
Yes, this is their time.
You want to go first, Alex, or you want
No,
me to
you can go first. You can go first.
Highlights of mine are simple. Every time that I'm out there is a highlight. It honestly is. Anytime that I'm on a show, I feel like I've been the best match. I've been in there with Lee Moriarty. I've been overseas. I still have next Saturday, Wrestle Pit Blast Off show in Millville. Young Gun Chandler Hopkins, another guy that's been on AEW Dark countless times. You could look at, he's already talking on Twitter, everything like that. I'll have a promo for you, Chandler. Don't worry about that. But other than the promo, I'm also going to slap you across the face next Saturday in Millville. And the greatest thing about that is I'm going to be on that show with other people like Lady Frost, like Victor Benjamin, who was just on AEW, Shane Taylor,
and just on Mayhem,
and just on Mayhem, and just on both of them.
There you go.
And
both important somehow.
Shane Taylor Promotions.
Yes,
Danhausen was going to be there, but he can't.
Yes.
Casey Navarro, Isaiah Broner. I mean, this is a star-studded card.
Hell of a crew.
And it only makes sense that I'm going to be on it.
Well, I got a message from the chat room. You guys know Chachi.
Does he love Joni?
Does
Joni love
well,
him?
he's the usual video director on Ryse Wrestling, and he's also going to be the video director on Blast Off show next week. So I got a note from him here. It says, from now on, there will be technical difficulties with the video crew anytime great success is present. So
I already voted off Edge during your guys' little fantasy warfare. I don't really care about any of that stuff. Who cares? I ain't afraid of you.
Yes. Oh man, what is it? He's being mean tonight. He says they're dressed like shitty pimps.
Really?
Excuse me.
Really?
Are we allowed to swear?
Well, wait, are we allowed to swear?
Oh, well, I am. It's my show.
All right, yeah, okay, that's
yeah.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But, man, let us swear. Pay the
Yes,
man.
yes.
That's okay.
yes.
No, it's fine.
You
It's
guys
fine.
are too. That's fine.
It's okay.
That's
but
fine.
if
We did have Noir on the show. You know what you're getting.
so he's gonna be at the Wrestle Pit.
Yes, he's going to be at the Wrestle Pit.
Okay. I'll make sure I get there.
You okay?
I'll make sure I'll be there,
Okay.
and I'll make sure I'll let it. You can call me that to my face.
Oh, you
I
want to
wanna
face off with
see-
Joshie there?
you
It's
can-
going
A
down.
poopy pimp?
Yeah.
Poopy
Poopy pimp.
Yeah, no
Poopy
poopy
pimp.
pimps.
Oh God.
If you call me that in front of my face,
that would be the
you got a rude
that'd be
awakening,
the
buddy.
best worst sign to see in this crowd.
Poopy
I wouldn't
pimp.
put it past
Poopy
Andrew.
pimp.
I feel like
If Bradley's looking to make a sign for Alex, he can make a poopy pimp sign.
there you go.
I hate Bradley. Despise him.
Bradley had a moment with Ray Lynn. You know what? So I hadn't been able to be at that venue a lot, like basically since before COVID, right? And I'm getting there and we're setting up, and I'm like, all the fans' chairs have wheels. How has this not been a problem? And then what happened with Bradley? He got wheeled right into a wall.
He deserved it.
So
He deserved it,
I
100%.
was like, yeah, there was a chant that he deserved it actually afterwards. So
I think I started that.
yeah, I think you might have started
started
it.
that. We did start that.
Because we're smart. We know
Yeah.
he deserves it.
We know he deserved it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he has his moments. So, well, as anybody that has energy at a show, it's Bradley at any show. He's, he usually starts it.
Agreed.
I mean, can he be part of the package you know, to as your show enhancement group of sorts, the Great Success and Bradley.
No.
You don't have to like him and say nice things to him, but starting chances will probably be okay.
Even if I liked him, I still wouldn't say nice things to him.
I don't think he'd fit in. I just don't. None of us wear jean shorts. Our moms don't pick out our clothes.
Yeah.
We still don't. We don't live with our moms. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really weird.
You don't know that he lives. Yeah, I don't think he lives with his parents.
Come on.
I mean,
come on.
No,
do you see how he dresses? Do you see what he posts?
Do you see how I dress?
Fair enough.
You can dress however you want because this is your building.
Okay, exactly. That is well, we rent, but close enough. I do have literally my name on the.
I don't see Bradatron Media. I don't see that.
Yeah.
Good point. Okay. Point taken. Point taken. Where did I get this pen?
Him a makeover though?
What? Bradley?
Could we success up Bradley? Do you think that's
well, here's if Bradley was up for it, we'll put this out there.
Yeah,
if Bradley is up for it, for going through the makeover with you guys, could we set this up?
Yeah.
What
do we got to get him?
I don't know. Whatever works.
We'll just bring
chains,
stuff.
Yeah.
Chains,
glasses.
Yeah. I mean, he's already
gold shiny shoes.
Put those shoes on camera.
I don't know if
side shot.
Wow.
Just
whoa.
pop one of those bad boys off.
Eat your heart out, Young Bucks.
Look at these.
Look at that.
That's how you do it.
See, Young Bucks can't even afford these. That's how the
is that retail? Is that retail plus?
Huh?
Is that you paying retail plus?
No. These are mine. They were custom made for me.
It was a gift.
Okay.
From Tom Brady.
It wasn't from Tom. This one was from LeBron.
Okay.
Okay.
LeBron gave me these ones.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
LeBron gave me them. I swear to God. Listen. I know all the athletes, the top tier athletes. LeBron, Tom, Clayton Kershaw. Trust me, those are winners.
Yeah,
winners.
And I also only have sex with supermodels, just so everybody knows.
Absolutely.
I have been to movie theaters. This is how it is.
Absolutely.
Do you do anything that you want anybody to know?
Oh, obviously, I go to every gala that is around. You know, I was at the Met Gala. You just didn't see me. I was dressed as that black shadowy figure. That wasn't Kim. That was me.
Wait, did you actually do this, or is this another made-up thing like we're saying? I'm lost.
No, I have actually been to a Met Gala. I have actually been to multiple movie premieres. I live my gimmick. I am truly the successful saint. I was not Kim Kardashian.
Oh no, I mean I do
Absolutely,
everything I do. I'm not living a gimmick. I've never had sex with a supermodel though.
We'll get that.
I'm legitimately friends with Tom Brady. That is a thing. That's a real thing. That's how I got the Super Bowl ring. Call him. He's asleep right now.
He lives in Tampa.
I get that. But he has a family. He has,
He's a little older.
I let him. Yeah, exactly. He's 44 years old, balling it out, being the MVP of the NFL.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
He's obviously asleep by 8:30. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Gronk has drugged him.
There you go.
Gronk is a man. I know Gronk too. Gronk's a partier.
Can you call him and tell him to play? Because I need him in fantasy this week.
You need him in fantasy?
Yeah, I need him to actually play.
I'll talk to him.
Okay. You know, it's only good around the end of the season when it actually starts to count.
Yeah,
that's his thing.
Yeah.
There you go. Wow.
You know, funny thing was when I posted that promo, meeting up with Tom and everything. Gronk's middle brother actually liked it, and he loved it. I guess I saw it.
That is true.
That is very true.
That is very true. That is a true fact.
You could actually look that one up.
Yeah. I could actually show that.
I'm in the news. I've already fact checked it. It's good.
Yeah. Is this like when I Ubered a couple that said they're really good friends with Kurt Angle's sister?
I'm good friends with Kurt Angle actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I legitimately
I do feel like Kurt Angle is just going to turn into, because I feel like Bruno Sammartino was like, he was just always around, before his
Yeah,
unfortunate passing. Like people were like, yeah, man, I ran into Bruno Sammartino at like the Rite Aid in the North Hills, like things like that. He's
Yeah,
always at
yeah.
events.
I actually do have a very fun Kurt Angle story.
Yeah, but
time that I
I
met
think
him,
Kurt's gonna be like he's around, he's doing things, making
He's always around.
his own
I think
belts and
he
doing
lives
food.
at like the LA Fitness and
He does. That's where I met him in Robinson.
yeah,
In Robinson, yeah,
yeah.
because he lives out like Coriolis or something now,
Yeah.
right? But he's down
Yeah,
the
I've
street,
seen
and then
him
you
there.
have like in this neighborhood, there's people in this neighborhood. We're like 2 boroughs over from Mount Lebanon, where we're at here in Beachview, in the city limits here for us. But they're like, oh yeah, the Angle brothers used to have fights with people down around the corner here in high school and stuff like that. Like there's like literally history of the Angles.
Also
And Kurt
Angle
coming through here,
Brady,
but Jordan, you
Yeah.
were about to. I think you were about to tell a story, a Kurt Angle
Oh
story.
yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah.
Also,
Bring that
fun,
up,
fun fact. He also trained with Brandon K. As well.
That is,
Yes.
is a
Mhm.
fun
Corey
fact.
there's
Graves as
another
well.
Brandon K.
Yeah, another
Legend.
Brandon K graduate. Yep.
There you go.
So
Wow, good day for
And he
Brandon
doesn't.
K, huh?
And he doesn't even put Kurt Angle on the flyer.
yeah,
No.
I know.
No, he.
Like,
I think it's him and Big Sean, sweet and
'Cause
sassy Sean
Sweet-
Sims.
Sweet
Yes.
That's who's on
Yep.
the training thing.
Yeah,
Kurt
It's
Angle.
Brandon, no, it's Brandon K, and then it's Sean
Sweet,
Sims.
sweet chassis.
Dressed it-
We don't
No,
put
that's
Lee
a
on there.
that's a shitty pimp.
That's
Sean, that is a shitty pimp.
That is-
That's a
That is a
shitty
poopy
That's-
pimp, yes.
Whoever said we look like shitty pimps, look,
Yeah, that is a
That's-
poopy pimp. That is a poopy pimp.
that's a poopy
But
pimp.
go,
That's a poopy pimp.
what is the Kurt Angle story?
So
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
at the LA Fitness in Robinson that I met him. He was hogging the leg machine. He just would sit there and watch the TV. It was up there because they have the TVs up in the front
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So me and my buddy were in the hot tub, just trying to relax. And Kurt Angle walks in to said hot tub, and I don't really recognize him. Just like, oh hey, and then it dawns on me, holy shit, that's Kurt Angle. So we're sitting in the hot tub just trying to relax, and all of a sudden my friend starts asking, I wonder what we need for post workout. What's our good things? I'm like, well, there's peanut butter, that you can eat. Anything with peanut, good protein. You probably would like to have chocolate milk whenever you're doing that. Matter of fact, any sort of milk would be
yeah.
great. And Kurt Angle is just giggling next to me, and it doesn't register for 10 seconds that Kurt Angle is the fucking milkman, He is the milkman. He
He
came
should
up
know.
on a tanker with milk. And I'm just milk, milk, milk. Kurt, what do you know about milk? And he just looks at it and goes, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. And just starts laughing. I'm like, oh, God, I'm an idiot. I just asked Kurt Angle about milk.
I love it.
Of all
That's
the things.
amazing.
I love it.
Have you ever met any other wrestlers out?
Ooh, we ran into Bailey one time at a workout whenever they were at the Green Tree Sports Complex. I think I ran into Roman Reigns once. We got to meet Samu
think
and
you
them.
did?
I can't remember if it was Roman Reigns or one of the Usos.
Oh,
it was
okay.
a while ago. Yeah.
Back when they were indistinguishable, right?
Yeah, yeah, back when they were indistinguishable. Yeah, one of the Usos. It was one of them. Yeah. WXWC4. We got to meet Samu, and one of the Fatus, who I think he was on Impact Wrestling or Ring of Honor most recently. And just all around, whenever they're in town, they're always at all the gyms. So
Yeah.
if you go to the gym, you'll
Yeah.
find them eventually.
Yeah.
I twerked with the New Day.
I
Me and
remember that.
Ronell. Me and
Yes.
Ronell, we went to a meet and greet for the New Day
Oh, that
at
video.
Toys R Us, and Big E gives the world's greatest hugs.
Wait. How do we compare to Keith Hot Hugs?
Oh,
Because
Keith Hot is when he hugs you, you feel just warmth, happiness, and everything's gonna be all right. When Big E feels you, you feel like you're just safe. You're like, I could live here.
Yeah.
That man is strong.
oh, so
And
this
I'm
is this
okay.
like I always say Mick Foley is oh Mick's here.
I twerked with Mick Foley.
I have no starstruckness with Mick, any from the first time I met him, and it's just oh, it's Uncle Mick.
Funny Mick Foley
Yeah.
story. At whenever we went to Steel City Con, we met Mick Foley, and me and my buddy Mike were in our New Day gear. We had the trombone, we had the horns, we had the tracksuits, and he saw us in the autograph line, and he just gave us an autograph and started telling us stories about the WrestleMania when him, what was it, Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold beat up the New Day, and he just started telling us this story about that. So Mick Foley is awesome. I know he's the uncle or grandfather of Victor Benjamin and all of them, but yeah, the New Day was probably my favorite meet. where I got to play the trombone with Xavier Woods and twerk with the New Day.
Wow.
I think the only time I got to meet like a famous wrestler was whenever the Pens were doing like the HBK thing, and Shawn Michaels was at the game. And literally from me to you, Sorg, Shawn Michaels is sitting there at the whole game.
Wow.
And at the I usually don't, like, if I see somebody out, like, I don't like to bug anybody that's that famous.
Yeah.
But I said to my buddy that I was with, I was like, dude, I don't care. Like, how many people are there? We're going to talk to Shawn Michaels.
It's Shawn Michaels.
Like 100%. And we're talking to him for a second. We get a picture with him. And I was like, oh, Shawn, like, how'd you kick out of all those tombstones at WrestleMania? And he just looks at me. He goes, they told me to, brother. And like that, I just thought that was like the coolest moment. That I'll never forget that.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. That is great. What about you, Alexander? You're just hanging with Tom Brady.
Tom.
Me and Tom Brady.
Yeah, me and Tom. Man.
You, Tom Brady, and Gronk's middle brother.
Yeah, exactly. No, I've met a lot of people, but like Kurt was definitely one of the few people I've met personally.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had multiple conversations about wrestling, and also like me and him have been thinking about like going for a workout and actually going like out to breakfast and stuff. So like it's pretty cool that actually Kurt Angle wants to hang out with me.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the only guy that I've legitimately like talked to on a constant basis.
He really is a chill guy.
He is
Like
super
we've
chill.
had an opportunity to chat with him a little bit for a couple events and things for the show. And again, he'll give you the time and he's cool with it. I saw him calm a baby at a signing when he was still with WWE. At Dave and Buster's one time, it was just like a child, and they just like hand the child up to Kurt, and it just settles it. I'm like, Kurt Angle's good with babies, okay. So maybe that's why you feel so safe with him. I don't know, but
He's so safe. That was me.
If there was a wrestler, any wrestler, it could be unrealistic, realistic. No, let's make it realistic. 2022. Who's the one guy you want to fight, or gal?
Whoa.
Anyone.
Yeah. So you could even call them out. But if you're gonna call them out, you got to look in the camera. Just so if they're watching this.
You want to fight Tom Brady, don't you?
No. Me and Tom are just
Somebody at Ryse.
I mean, maybe a friendly sparring session with Tom Brady.
An exhibition boxing match.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, because
that's your
like,
answer.
I mean, me and the Pauls can do it. Like
You and Nepal's, yeah.
I'll fight Jake Paul
Okay.
or Logan Paul. I don't care.
Okay.
You'd kill
Okay.
him.
Huh? Yeah, absolutely. I know I'll kill him. Like,
Do you had some boxing training? Are you?
I've trained in multiple different things: karate,
Okay.
boxing,
Okay.
mixed martial arts. Yeah, like
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If there was an opponent right off the bat that I would want to face 2022. Huh. I'll pick Chris LaRusso.
Chris LaRusso.
I really want to wrestle Chris LaRusso.
Really?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dream opponent, I
I kind of
guess.
want to see that.
Okay.
I want to wrestle
Okay.
Chris LaRusso. No
All right.
specific reason,
Okay.
but I want to.
He's yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's next year or however long from now. I want to wrestle him before his career's over.
Mm-hmm. He was always one because there was that one other promotion where like it seemed like it was he was just everybody that was kind of on the come up. Like he was Braxton. Was it Props Braxton? Trying to remember her new name.
Yeah.
I remember she had a match with him. I want to say Roden might have had a match with him over there. Rev was having some matches with him over there, and it was like it was like one of those you see on the paper. And you're just like, yeah, this is gonna be good, or we're gonna see what the other person's made of out of something like this, right? Like he's kind of the big Pittsburgh test, isn't he?
Him or K, and I think I think since I've pinned K, and I can pin LaRusso next.
Okay.
Who else do I need to pin to be that head? Those are head honchos of trainers.
Mm-hmm. Doe would be another one too because he had some fantastic matches with Lee.
Yeah.
Like still some of my favorite Lee matches were Shirley Doe. So, because they did like a British Rounds match or something.
I would love
that. That was great.
I would love to wrestle Doe. That'd be fun.
I don't know if it'd be wrestling, but
I'd actually love to face Doe in a hardcore match.
Yeah, we can go hardcore.
Yeah,
I'd
I'm
love
cool
to
with
face
that
Doe in a
too.
hardcore match.
that'd be good. That'd be good.
I'm cool with wrestling anyone. You put me up against anyone, and we'll put on a banger.
Dude, those glasses, I'm just looking on the TV.
Yes.
Those are great.
Yeah. Put them on the camera real quick.
Look at these.
It's nighttime in Pittsburgh, and at least 2 of these guys are wearing glasses at night. So
Our future is
Our
great.
future is so
there
bright.
you go.
It's
There
not
you
block
go.
out the sun.
Well, a lot of stuff coming up. Of course, Ryse Wrestling, they're still going to have their anniversary show here in December, regardless of what's happened this month, unfortunately. Stuff happens. Venues get weird. Just shit happens. It's not the first time. It won't be the last time we've seen something like this happen, unfortunately. But either way, you guys got that coming up. You guys have some opportunities coming up between RWA, between other promotions, because you guys kind of just pop up everywhere at this point. Where can people generally find you, and where can they find you on social media?
I made mine all pretty simple at Joey Sunseri, at ATJOEYSUNSERI.
And also, was I mistaken to see, do you have the same last name as the pizza place next to the venue that we had been at for Ryse?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm related to them or not, but if
so, is this a surprise to you when you pulled up the first time?
yeah, I didn't know. So I think MV Young was like, "Hey, can we park at your family's restaurant?" I was like, "Dude, I don't even know what you're talking about." And then he was like, "Sunseri's Pizza." I was like, I don't know. News to me.
That's great.
We gotta try them. We gotta do a taste test of that pizza just to see how it is.
We're gonna demand it for free.
Yes.
Yeah.
You own it. You
But
should-
I basically do.
There you go. And it'll be like, what are you talking about? And you're going to show them your driver's license or your name on the flyer.
My dad owns this
place. You know who my dad is.
The owner.
He just walks out in the front door. Free pizza for everybody.
That's a couple other things that I'm doing coming up. Like I said, Wrestle Pit in Millville. It's going to be an absolute banger.
And that's going to be on Fight and Title Match.
Yes, that's going to be a
Streaming.
banger.
Our friends, our crew here from IndyWrestling.us are going to be doing that. I will unfortunately not be there. Chachi will be in charge.
Yeah.
And we got some other people coming in to help support that. So that's going to be a fun time for if you're in Pittsburgh or not. So
yeah,
that's
going to
be
be
nice
awesome.
Thing.
Chicago, Tennessee.
Nice. What are you doing out of Chicago?
Hopefully wrestling.
Hopefully.
I know.
Yes.
In Tennessee, I am wrestling.
Are you just telling me your general travel itinerary or wrestling itinerary?
Dombrowski's bringing me, so.
So yeah. I know he was working with AAW out there.
Yeah, so hopefully wrestling an AAW match,
there.
which would be awesome.
So there you go.
I'm ready for that.
There
Tennessee, the day after. New York, New Jersey.
Good.
Ohio.
Making the rounds.
Ireland. London.
Ireland, London.
Man, that's a long drive.
Probably AEW Dark next year. I'm just gonna
at this rate.
I'm gonna call my shot.
You're calling your shot. You're pointing at it.
If I'm not at least on AEW Dark by the end of 2022, I'm just gonna retire. But I don't see that. I don't see that I won't be on it.
Man, there's a lot of opportunity. Even with Ring of Honor doing whatever they're doing, like just still a lot of opportunity between all of that.
MLW Impact,
MLW Impact, GCWs.
GCW.
Like big crazy
Ring of
stuff.
Honor
XPW, if you want. A lot of our friends, Facade, Bill Collier. Who else is on there that we know? G Raver was so like there's a lot of big stage opportunities there, right? So I'm sorry, you're saying
if Ring of Honor is looking for talent, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be looking for the next 3 months.
There you go.
After December.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go.
They'll get our
who knows what Shane Taylor Promotions is going to do?
Yeah.
Hey, without being tied to a 3-letter company, who knows what Shane Taylor Productions is going to do at this point, right?
I'm excited to see them next week.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. Always good to see Shane. Shay Edwards, I'm going to see you this weekend, of course, with you at Jordan at RWA, where you're a mainstay there and have been for a good while. And people love chanting your name, along with other words.
And other gestures.
Yeah, a lot of gestures, especially the children.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't lived until you've been flipped off by a child. Let me tell you.
That's how the artist formerly known as Super Hentai put it when he walked in there. He's just like, I don't know what the vibe is, and he got flipped off by a 5-year-old, and he's like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
You know, he got to be the
another thing
super
about
hentai.
RWA, like so many things have happened. I've been flipped off by a child. I've had a chair swung at me by a fan.
Yes. I was there. I witnessed that.
I don't think I've been spit on yet. Though I've come close to the one old lady that was in the corner.
Wait, that was when the chair thing was with you and Rev, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think Rev was about to go at that person.
He was. Rev was legitimately going to beat him up.
Because I think the person had some disabilities.
They did.
So and he realized, thankfully, before it got bad. But yeah, it's wild there. It's a wild time. That's why I hide in the back now.
Yeah, no, that crowd is rowdy.
Hey,
I've been in it 2 shows already, and
you're gonna be mostly safe as long as Marshall Gambino's not there.
Oh God.
I've heard the stories.
Have the police called again?
I have heard those stories.
Yeah. God, I wish we'd be doing this off air. I mean, hearing the story about them being escorted out of a town by police years ago when we first interviewed him, like 10 years ago, and then seeing him being the cause of a police showing up at a show was just kind of like that connective tissue of like, of course. So great success. Thank you. Having a great time here with you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us here on a Thursday night and in a very special edition of the Indy Mayhem show. That is the successful St. Jordan Styles, the great Alexander, not great Alexander, not Alexander the Great, the great Alexander.
The great Alexander.
There you go. There you go. I flipped that up a little bit in the beginning. So, and Joey Sunseri, the
international superstar,
the great voice of Ryse Wrestling.
Yeah,
but that's up for grabs. I think you can take that.
Oh, you're
yeah.
The best
You're
voice.
everything
The
of Ryse
voice.
Wrestling.
The
voice.
voice of
No,
Ryse
they
Wrestling.
got to just take down all the Lee Moriarty posters, everything like that. Take his picture down. They should just put me as the poster child of Ryse Wrestling.
Absolutely.
all
You're
over
the
the
golden
place,
boy.
yeah.
Just
There it
X everything out of Lee Moriarty. He's a bum. I
Listen,
beat him.
great successes running Ryse next year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? I mean, we're having a little bit of a power struggle now. Are you just going to fill the void after the anniversary show?
I'm
I
not
mean, who
saying
better?
that.
Yeah,
But we're gonna run. We're gonna
You're
run.
going to set you the 3-man power trip.
I'm calling it right now too. Ryse Wrestling, RWA if it comes. If you guys start going there, London, anywhere that we go like next year, I guarantee if we do this podcast 1 year from today, we're gonna not only be bringing these Emmys with us, but we're gonna have championship
Here you
gold
go.
around.
Let's
our
make a
shoulders.
point. Let's make sure we do that a year from now. Let's touch base, see where everybody's at, see how the great success has been
I mean,
expanding.
it's inevitable because you put greatness and success and superiority together, you are simply better.
Show's always better when you guys are on the card. Thank you so much for joining us. And, of course, you guys can see what these guys have been into if you're already a part of the Indy Wrestling Network or if you're a member on the IndyWrestling.us membership over on the YouTube page for IndyWrestling.us. You can see all the great Ryse shows, all the RWA shows, and a lot of other places that these guys have popped up, too, in the back catalog over there. Just search their names over at IndyWrestling.us. You can find all kinds of fun stuff on the networks, on the VODs, on the DVDs, however you like to consume your wrestling. Thank you for joining this show. Please subscribe to it on the podcast or the Wrestling Mayhem Show Super Feed so you get all of the wrestling action, since this one's a little more sporadic these days. And check out all the back catalog, talking with everybody that's on TV, apparently. Britt Baker, Wardlow, Lee Moriarty, when we were trying to teach him to be scary, and apparently he's figured that out. Lion Face, Lemon Face. We were doing that with him years ago. And so many more. Walking Wild, Corey Graves. We got a lot of names in there that are now you see every week on your TV, and these guys will be shortly behind them, I'm sure. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you guys next time. And please support Indie Wrestling. Looking for my mouse.